Right. I've done a lot of negative positives on women. Now let's look at some of the negatives. I don't want to be too profound or use profanity, but I'm going to be as blunt with this because this is the easiest way to say it. But forgive me for being a little bit promiscuous. Them words I just can't, man. Promiscuous. Promiscuous. If you understand what I'm saying, that's enough for me. I ain't really bothered how I sound, but people will judge you, and I don't really give a monkeys. Anyway, this is the negative thing about women, and once again, I'm sorry about saying it in this foul manner, but this word describes it pretty well. Pussy control. How they use their pussy. Oops, I said it twice. Second time weren't so nice. But how they maneuver in the world around that subject. And I know it's a taboo and it's a touche and you can't really talk about these things, but we know that that's the case. That's what's going on in the world. And what's bad about it? I wouldn't mind if there was reasonable thinking beings where they could think about consciousness about basically the effect that has on the world, because it has a big effect on the world. First of all, they dress up in a way that is sexual. It's a sexual attraction you get, and what a man thinks is he wants to basically he wants piece of it. He wouldn't have thought of it as much. He definitely wouldn't have thought of it as much. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have thought about it as much. I'll say it one more time. He definitely wouldn't have thought about it as much if women didn't dress so prerogative and promiscuous, if that's the word. We're either as dumb as each other and we don't know what I'm saying, or that's that. Yeah. So how they dress contributes to rape. I would imagine child molesting, all these things, because they 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 kind of. Well, I'm not a woman, so I can't say why they do what they do. But it seems to me when they're young and at school, at the young age, they they're not as shy about who they have feelings for. A kid would let you know if she fancies you, whereas an adult won't. So what I'm thinking is when they're young and they're naive and they don't know no better and they give up their virginity or their power to another male, they realize basically usually the guy, as soon as he gets what he wants, he's not bothered anymore, and I think that has affected the women over their life, and that's why they do what they do, to cut it plain and simple. So that's a negative thing. Um, what also is negative, there's a few negative things they do, but I think they have to do them, and if he didn't do them, life wouldn't be so fair on them. So, although I don't like it, I have to respect it, and I do respect it in a way. But they have to respect our problems as well. How we re- the boomerang from that, the reaction from that. But I think honesty as well is a negative thing with women. They're not very honest. You can't have an honest conversation with a woman. You can't have a direct. It can't happen. It's just it doesn't fit. It's like it'd be like putting a square inside a in it'd be the wrong. It just won't fit. It just wouldn't work out. I don't know what it is, but you can't. I mean, that's the reason. I mean, why I think this is the reason why I think there's not many people in sync in the soulmate relationship type of way, because basically you need to have a you need to be able to talk to your partner. You need to be able to talk with your partner, like look forward to talking with your partner. If you can't look forward to or spending time on the phone with your partner, you ain't got a relationship. You got a physical thing. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Because women ain't honest, you can't be too honest. I know it's got to be some science behind it, but because of that, it's hard to really love your female. You may grow into loving her, but it's not the same. You need that relationship. You need that treatment. You need that treatment for it to be. And I think a lot of people who share rooms as well with their partner also lose out in that way of life as well. Because I think to have too much time with one another is not healthy. I think you need your own time and your own space. I think separate rooms is a healthy thing. Do you know what I mean? Have separate rooms and like I think that would work, do some good for a lot of people. I'm just trying to think of some more negative things about women, what I've experienced or what men may feel. Because we're definitely out of sync. We're definitely out of sync but it's been as long as I can see in history, all written history, all the history we can see, the 2,000 years of evidence we've got, women have always been separate from men, doing something separate. Nothing's been together really, except from maybe having a family. But as in a life experience, discovering, experiencing, experimenting, reasoning, contemplating, thinking, none of that stuff's really inclined with with the part with you don't get that. You just don't get that. It's just like women be looking after the kids, women be doing the cooking, women be tidying the house, women be going to shopping, and that's it. But that's the way our life is kind of limited anyway. It's kind of limited in that way. Anyway, this video wasn't the hottest video, but I felt like doing it. I might not even post this one, but it's all for me anyway. It's not for anyone else, man. It's for me. So we see, man. This is the worst one out of the four. I've done four today. I get busy on the weekends. I don't do nothing at the weekends. Weekends my time. I don't go out. I don't leave the house. Don't even leave the house. But I got to leave the house to see my blasted mother, who's telling me lies to get me to the house. But it's cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. But that's what we say, innit? Put the mask on. Say what everyone wants to hear. You know what I mean? Peace out.